Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Owen. Today, Alex and I are going to talk about something that I think a lot of young people are feeling right now, but very few people openly talk about. That feeling that you're falling behind in life. Like, you're only in your early 20s, but deep down you constantly feel not good enough, not successful enough, not moving fast enough, and like everyone else is somehow ahead of you. You open your phone and see people making a lot of money, people traveling around the world, people building successful careers, some even talking about retiring at 30. Meanwhile, you're still trying to figure out what you truly want from life. And the saddest part is, a lot of young people are not actually failing. They only feel like they are because they constantly compare their lives to other people online. And today, I'm joined by Alex to talk about all of this.
Thanks for having me, Owen. And honestly, I think this has become one of the biggest mental struggles for young people today. I honestly think this has become one of the biggest mental struggles for young people today. So many young people are living under pressure every single day, but the pressure is invisible. Nobody is directly forcing them, but the internet is making them pressure themselves. Some people are only 20 or 22 years old, but already live as if time is running out. They're scared. They won't become successful fast enough. They won't make enough money fast enough. They won't become somebody fast enough. And slowly, they stop enjoying life. They just constantly worry. Am I falling behind everyone else?
I feel like the internet has created an extremely unrealistic standard for success. It's like if you reach 25 and still don't have a lot of money, don't own a house, don't have an impressive career, or haven't made it yet, you start feeling like a failure. And the scary part is, the more time you spend online, the worse that feeling becomes.
Years ago, people only compared themselves to the people around them. But now, we compare our lives to millions of people on the internet every single day. And online, people only post the best moments of their lives. Nobody posts the sleepless nights, the failures, the loneliness, or the fear about the future.
That's so true. People only see the final result. They see a young millionaire, someone buying a luxury car, someone becoming successful extremely early. But they don't see the pressure behind it, the luck behind it, the background behind it, or the years of failure before the success.
Exactly. But because we see these images every day, our brains slowly begin to believe this is what normal life is supposed to look like. And suddenly, an ordinary life starts feeling embarrassing to young people.
I think the internet has made many young people forget what real life actually looks like.
For example, buying a house. A lot of people in their early 20s already feel stressed because they don't own a house, don't own a car, or aren't financially stable yet. But in real life, many adults are still struggling with those things too. In many places, the average age for buying a first home is actually close to 38, not 24 or 25 like the internet makes people believe. But social media makes people think. If you don't own a house before 30, you're already behind.
Exactly. And I think the same thing happens with financial success. Because social media constantly shows us 22-year-old millionaires, extremely successful young entrepreneurs, young people making huge amounts of money. So slowly, young people start believing this is what normal success looks like.
When in reality, it's not. Many real-life millionaires don't become wealthy until their 40s, 50s, sometimes even around 57 years old. And many successful entrepreneurs don't truly succeed until their 40s either. Not at 25. But because the internet constantly shows us only the most exceptional success stories, young people start using those rare examples as the standard for their own lives. And that's where the pressure begins.
I think the most dangerous part is that young people look at these extraordinary success stories online and start thinking, I need to achieve all of that as early as possible too.
Exactly. When in reality, most people in real life are not rich at 25, have never traveled around the world, do not own companies, and honestly still don't fully know what they want to do with their lives. Many people don't discover their true passion until after 30. Some people change careers at 35. Some people completely restart their lives at 40. Some people spend years trying to understand themselves. That is normal life.
I think many young people today don't actually hate their lives. They just hate feeling slower than everyone else.
Exactly. And that feeling creates constant anxiety. People stop living for themselves. They start living just to catch up to a standard created by the internet.
I think one of the saddest things today is that many young people haven't even truly experienced life yet, but already feel pressure to succeed.
Exactly. There are people in their early 20s living as if time is already running out. Even though at that age, they still lack experience, they still need to make mistakes, they're still learning who they are, and they're still trying to figure life out. Yet they expect results from themselves like someone with 20 years of experience.
And the scary thing is, many young people are becoming mentally exhausted before their lives have even truly started.
Exactly. Many young people are not tired because life is hard. They are tired because they constantly feel left behind. Every day becomes comparison. Every achievement feels too small. Every mistake feels like proof that they're failing. And eventually, even resting starts to feel guilty.
That is so true. Many young people today don't even allow themselves to move slowly anymore. If they rest, they feel lazy. If they haven't become successful fast enough, they feel ashamed. If they still feel confused about the future, they think they are losing in life.
And I think one important thing many young people forget is this. From graduating college to turning 30 is actually only about 8 years. 8 years sounds long. But to grow up, make money, build a career, understand yourself, overcome failures, gain experience, and truly succeed, that is not as much time as the internet makes it seem. But modern society keeps telling young people, you need to have everything before 30.
And that pressure turns life into a non-stop race.
Exactly. People start living like machines, always feeling like they need to move faster, become better, make more money, achieve more success. And eventually, they forget how to enjoy life. They forget that growth takes time, success takes time, and every person moves through life at a completely different pace. Not everyone is meant to succeed extremely early, and that is completely normal.
I think one of the most dangerous things today is that young people spend too much time looking up at other people.
Exactly. Every day they see people who are richer, smarter, more attractive, more successful. And the more they look, the smaller they feel.
I think many young people today are emotionally hurting themselves through non-stop comparison.
Because there will always be someone faster than you, more talented than you, more successful than you. If life becomes nothing but comparison, there will never be peace.
And what people often forget is that everyone starts from a different place.
Exactly. Some people have more support. Some people have better opportunities. Some people are forced to grow up earlier. And some people are silently fighting battles nobody can see. You cannot use someone else's journey to measure your own worth.
I think many young people are carrying invisible pressure that nobody sees.
Absolutely. Some people look completely fine on the outside, but feel completely lost at night. Some are terrified of disappointing their parents. Some feel worthless because they haven't become successful yet. Some smile every day while feeling mentally exhausted inside.
I think the saddest part is that many young people are silently carrying all of this alone.
Exactly. Because everyone pretends they're okay. So eventually, everyone thinks they're the only one struggling. When in reality, so many people out there are also worried about the future, afraid of failure, feeling lost, and unsure where their lives are going.
I once heard a quote that said, "Your 20s are not supposed to be the best years of your life. They are the years where you learn who you are." And I think many young people need to hear that.
Exactly. Your 20s are not a race. They are a period of learning, failing, changing, growing, and slowly becoming the person you will eventually become. You do not need to have everything figured out right now.
And maybe that's something we all need to remember more often. Just because someone is ahead of you in one chapter of life, doesn't mean you are losing your own story.
A flower and a tree do not grow at the same speed. Some bloom early, some bloom later. That does not make either of them worthless. You are not too late. Maybe you are only at the beginning of your journey.
Thank you, Alex, for this conversation today.
Thanks for having me, Owen.
And thank you everyone for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.